You too. Send out the notification then bell, you see me? People know it's a good time for turn on the notification bell if you haven't done so because you don't want to miss out on the live stream them done. Yeah, you see me? Let me get myself situated, you see me? I say. So whenever you watch these things back, always fast forward to like 10 minutes into it, you know what I mean? Yeah, cause you know it's a channel we really go live pan, but we can start go live pan, you see me? We just dropped some breaking news over on my King Mix Up channel that you see in front of you. That's where we drop the videos them daily, you see me? Um, as you can see, we just dropped Squash. And this new court charges from the feds, you see me? It's not a good look because they're using his music against him, though. And we showed all of the court documents over there, so you see me? As you can see, I took a screenshot of a few of them so we can show them on the live or whoever watches this live after we save it, you know. You know what I mean? You know, so them ban me from go live on IG, you know. Yeah, cause we did that expose the Exodus batty business and TikTok and IG said, no, King, you can't expose the Exodus. And the transformer, them, you just can't do that, you feel me? Yeah, 2 days in a row. That's why you don't have to deal with batty business, you know, cause come start up my program, you see me? Yeah. So, yeah, maybe just go live on my other platform, let me see me. Now, let me set up my laptop so I can see what Uno I sip on the screen, because I don't know how these pictures look in front of Uno, you know. Yeah, because you know everything fits differently on TV and phone and tablet and them shit, you know. I'm on the dancehall story channel, so let me type that in. Dancehall story. Swag on this one. Yeah, this.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room.
Make sure to watch the ads them too, you know. Alright, boom. So that's what I'm gonna see on the screen, right? Let me see what's going on. Cause I soon start on my IG channel. But there should be 3 things on the screen though, you feel me? See, I don't know why the 3 picture didn't pop up, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, people. Let me build up my spliff. Cause you know that's why I came live, to build up my spliff, you feel me? You see me? Okay, people, we just dropped the 20 documents over on my King Mix-Up channel. And so everything that you hear me going to say, we already said it like 10 minutes ago, as you can see. We dropped that on my main channel, right? So that's why you see the same thumbnail on this channel right now, because we couldn't bother make up a new one. Now, this music video of Squash, it's being used in the court of law against him. You're not allowed to possess or have in possession any type of weapon when you're an illegal alien. Whether a prop gun or not. The reason why they're using this video as evidence against him because they're trying to show the judge he has an history of possessing guns. Okay. Where it says the beginning with the defendant himself, much about his music career is publicly available on the internet on his Instagram account. For about a decade, he has produced dancehall music, a Jamaican genre which incorporates, elements of reggae and rap. Under the name Squash and Six Balls, many of his songs produced in video form, which are uploaded on platforms like YouTube. In multiple music videos that dancehall in that the defendant released in 2024, including title "SHUBOUT." The defendant is surrounded by several men who are holding suspected firearms, and even he appears to hold one himself. Right? That was a music video. This is what they found in his phone now. Right? FBI agents found another video in this one from September 19, 2024, that shows the defendant dancing and holding what again appears to be the same Glock 19 firearm that was seized during the traffic stop in this case. Right? See it there? Let me build up my split, people. Then we can start to my IG, because I don't think people is talking to me here, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to save this video for anybody that sees it in the future, and I can subscribe when I want to get the real news. Because you know, I'll be a chichiman up on YouTube, you know. I spent like 45 minutes reading all of these court documents before I put them out to owner, you see me? So anything that you see with red is of importance, you know. Yeah. Build up some high grade, you feel me? Now, what does it say in front of me here? Let me see. Let me see what I go on now. So no. Yeah, people, if I like and share the live, you know. After the firearms were recovered by Miami Beach Police Department, crime scene unit photographed them. The Glock 19 had two distinct characteristics. First, its grip had at one point been painted pink. See? That's why you know for wear flashy things, you know, cause it sticks up. Right. Second, as the arresting officers saw, and as a firearm expert later analyzed, it had a back business something with the chip, and installed to convert it to a machine gun. So that is illegal, you know what I mean? So he's being charged for the guns, and he's being charged for making it a machine gun, and he's being charged for possessing weapons and video. People, this nigga is gonna be hit with like 30 charges by the time September come around, you know. Eh? What is it saying when with your car? Some shit right there. The defendant was also arrested by the state of Florida with possession of a machine gun. Yeah, all right, boom, right. You see at the bottom of the screen now. Read what it says at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if Squash is snitching, you know, but maybe he's not snitching with the right people. You feel me? And I mean, maybe I need to start snitch with the feds them now, you see me, because the feds is saying it is unclear why the state dismissed the case against the defendant. However, it's worth noting that a comparison between the defendant DNA and DNA swabs taken from the Glock 19 pistol and the 9mm magazine inside it returned inconclusive results. You know what I mean? So the state dropped these two gun charges on Squash initially, but as soon as they dropped it and he beat the case, the feds picked him up, right? Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie to you, people. Squash has been under investigation before the first lockup. Let's go to some more court documents right now. No, that's not it. Hold on there. We have the good stuff, them, you know. How the hell? Okay, yeah, there we go. Now, hold on there. You know what? Me never, you see, me never shrink up the synthenin for sure, you know. And I forgot on my next channel and say that, you see me? Yeah, because look on it now. See? Well, I'm going to show you as much as I can show you. I didn't fix up all of the pictures them to fit the ratio of the screen. We never had time for that shit. You know? But as you can see, they're using video images and messages that show the defendant in possession of other firearms, and that is admissible under bare freaking laws. As you can see, a bare law, them are liquid, you know. And defendant charged with possessing a 40 caliber Glock. You know what I mean? Some people, it's not a good look for squash, you see me? Yeah, it's not a good look. They have scientific evidence on him. They have video footage. They have body cam footage. They have film video footage, DNA, swabs, all of that shit. People snitching on him. His own phone records, you feel me? And now they're using his music against him. I'm going to show you another one. Watch this, no people. Yeah. You see, the feds is talking about SHUBOUT. But Squash, I don't want to say he's an idiot, but Squash is an idiot because he's singing about his crimes, because I don't think them listen to Big Breeze, you know. And where I'm saying a Big Breeze, him have a portion of shot, another portion of trap, right? The feds mention him being locked up with his wife in a Porsche with guns being found. And the only reason why the driver was locked up, I forget why, the only reason why the driver was locked up. Oh, the only reason why the driver was locked up for the gun squash was locked up for not being, what you call, a U.S. citizen. So customs agents locked him up when them get pulled over in the Porsche. So when I read the court documents, me see the part where them I talk about the Porsche, you know what I mean? Them find a bag of shot in the middle console and one in the glove compartment, a gun in the glove compartment with one in the chamber. And you know that's against the law for a one in the head, you know what I mean? It's like rolling around like you premeditated murder, you feel me? Yeah, so whenever Babylon pull you over and you have one in the chamber, you know, it's premeditated murder, you feel me? Yeah, so this is why I tell nobody, do not say free squash, you know, right? If you are a dancehall artist right now, do not say free squash, because you're going to become part of the FBI investigation. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, my people, so right now, if Squash was facing 35 years max on the 2 charges initially with the feds, Squash is facing at least 160 years in prison with all of these new charges presented before us today. 160 years, that's like 3 life sentence, because them say 60 years is life, so 60 and 60, that's 120. So that's 2 life sentence right there. Plus another 60 years that there. So his only bet is to accept the plea deal. Right? Now, in the beginning, Squash didn't accept the plea deal right away because him say, yo, I just 2 charges, see me? Right? And this is why the feds wait to the last minute to show you what they really got. Right? Yeah. So before he was just saying you had 2 charges, a simple maths that No, it's like 15 charges, you feel me? And if you take this shit to trial and lose, you're going to get hit with the maximum penalties. So that's why I advise Squash to take the plea deal. You know what I mean? When you're guilty, you're guilty. You gotta take a L, you know what I mean? Right or wrong, people, when you get catch red-handed, you just have to face the consequence. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he needs to do, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, his gang members is snitching on him. Right? Because who really wants to go to jail for next month that's not feeding you? Remember him said, oh, the six them broke, you know. If Squash needing to do music and needing to have no blood in your ass clot, them all of them broke no blood clot, you see me? You know what I mean? No disrespect, you see me? Because when you read the court documents, you don't see no $1 million being found or nothing. You know what I mean? I we know beer informant and the six them link with me. And I tell me the six business for years. Only Squash I eat, you see me? You know what I mean? The only thing I'm doing buy gun and give them, you see me? You know what I mean? And rent Airbnb and all them shit there. And, you know, free gal and all them shit there. You don't know the flex, you see me? Yeah, so there's a lot of snitches in the six, man. So they already took the plea deal, isn't it? You know what I mean? So Squash, the only thing Squash can do is snitch on himself and admit to everything that the government got on him, isn't it? Now, with that being said, he's going to have to snitch upon the government of Jamaica, isn't it? I don't know how that is going to work out, you know. Because we see him daddy come out and say Horace Chang wants to kill him and his son, right? Right? That's serious implications, you know. Upon the government of Jamaica and your holding security of minister is in a corruption with gangbangers, you feel me? So the only reason why a father would come out and say that is to save his son's life. When you have kids, your life is over, you know. Your life is not yours no more. Your life belongs to your youth, them, you see, man. You know what I mean? And them say the sins of a father gets bestowed on the youths them down. So the father is saying because Babylon want to dash him away. They want to kill him son, you see. Now I'm going to show you the timely of this thing, right? You see, when his father came out and said his son wasn't a gangster, that's because in the court documents it said his son is a gangster. In fact, it says his son is the leader of a gangster. Right? So Squash lawyers told his dad, yo, you need to go out there and make statements that your son is not a gangster. And so the government won't kill you. Why? Remember, Flipper Mafia was in jail for 20 odd years, right? But him served like 12, right? For selling drugs, right? Cocaine, right? Holy keys, right? Millions of dollars make, you see me? And you say, why Flipper Mafia not get dip? And you say, man, get dip from running the red light or rascal. And we're not talking about girl pussy pan period, you see me? We're talking about stop sign, stop light, traffic things, you see me? Because Flipper Mafia told the American government that Jamaican government wants to kill him because of politics. And them kill off him family. You know what I mean? So that's why you see Flipper Mafia is able to stay in America and buy big horse and Mercedes Benz and all of these shit. And get to start him life over, you see me? Because if him go back to Jamaica, police are going to want to kill him. Bad man are going to want to kill him, you see me? And Jamaica small and you're bound for buck up on one of them, you see me? And them bound for buck you see? You know what I mean? It's not the type of life you want to live when you have enemies out there. So that is why you see Squash Daddy snitching on him, you know. Yeah, so you know, I'm not bringing nobody down, but you have to learn from these things, you know. So all of these illegal aliens from Jamaica that's doing dancehall music, gonna know enough to pose up with no gun, right? And if you want some guns in your video, make sure it's props, and you rent it from like a prop rental place. I forgot these names, but you have like these rental companies that you can rent prop gun and blank gun and all them shit and thing, you know, and do this shit legitly, you know what I mean? I'm gonna show you something now. Right? Somebody just made a comment on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna show you which one pertaining to this. But it never crossed my mind, you feel me? Right? I'll show you what I got. Somebody just left a comment on my YouTube and they said that they're going to have to prove that Squash was using a real gun in the video, right? No, they don't. I'm going to respond to him again, people. Remember, Boozy just accepted a plea deal with the feds, right? Because the feds saw him with a gun in a video on Instagram, right? When he was doing a music video. And he's a convicted felon. A felon is not allowed to be seen with these things, whether they're real or not. You see me? And them lock him up for that, don't you? Right? Yeah, Boozy come out the other day and said, God don't make mistakes, but I'm tired of fighting and I accepted this plea deal. I'm with the feds. You see me? Because you know that he beat the state, but the feds be picking up these cases when the feds then be dropping it, you know? You know what I mean? Yeah, the law is tricky, man. I'm not telling you the law is tricky. That's why you have to stay away from badness, you see me? You know what I mean? Yeah. You see me? Yeah, you see me? Yeah. Yeah, my people, that's what I say, you know. You know, one get caught up with the law, you know, and whenever you see people get caught up with the law, try learn from people's mistakes, you know. You see, a lot of dancehall artists say Americans have the right to bear arms, don't they? Eh? America has the right to bear arms. You know what? Let me comment with my main channel on YouTube on this channel. That's what I should have done. So when people rewatch this, no, them can just click on, I guess, my only comment in the comments. You see me? You know what I mean? Mr. Stone out of my IG live. Where's my AC remote? I got turn on the AC. This is my main channel, right here, so. Right, that's me right there. So. Yeah. No, people, Elephant Man, no. I always think we have Elephant Man at the headline, don't it? But me not think me fix up Elephant Man picture, you see me? You know, Elephant Man have 48 kids, right? So, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I seen Shorty picture like a week or so ago, you see me? And then today I go on my DM and see somebody send me say, if this is Elephant Man data. Cause the people them must say Elephant Man data and the comment section, you see me? You know what I mean? See? When people want me, forget them people business, them link me on the DM, you know, so. For sure, they say we're not involved in our people business, our people inquire. Right? I think this was it right here. So, see. Did they say her dad is a big superstar from Jamaica? I don't know. I'm reading the comments and I'm shocked because this is messed up. I'm praying for her. And I have to realize that Ellie have all heap of pitney, you know. Right? And some of them in them business, but I don't want to say it like that, but that's how the kids them say it, you know what I mean? Cause remember same son come out and this him and make this track and all them shit if you. Cause I'm just to that road where they looked at that at the time, you see me? So all the big one them did no business about him, you see me? And you know some parents, some moms when a man breed them, I don't want nothing to do with them. You know, a next man end up take care of the youth and give them the mother either give the youth for them last name or give them the new man last name, you know. So that's probably the case with some Elephant Man, them youth. Me didn't know a girl that did breed for Elephant Man, but she dashed for the pitney. You see me as she dashed for the pitney, you see me? I know a girl breed for Elephant Man, but she dashed for the pitney because rumors was going around that he did have the big game. Remember the time when the rumors was going around him have the big game? Yeah, so them did dash for the pitney, but them never have no big game, you see me? Or at least she didn't, you know what I mean? So me and Elephant Man link, you see me, on IG. Me not post this on IG yet. Well, I did, but not brawling. You know what I mean? But I could post it brawling on IG. And see if him respond, you see me? But me and him link all the while still, you see me? Him send me some things for post playing on my IG, you see? Let me see if I can show on my IG. Hold on there. See it, yeah. Yeah, that's my IG, you see? Going on my IG, hold on there. Yeah, that's my IG now showing up on the screen. I don't know why this thing takes so slow for show up, you know. I got to Google why this thing takes so slow to show up. But as you can see, we have over 100,000 followers on IG. You know. If you want a real mix up during the day, that's how we load it up, you see. But I load up some election foolishness yesterday, you see me, because you know them called the shit yesterday or some shit like that. You know, we deal with politics too, but we are not politicians, you see me. I have a WhatsApp number. I don't really remember it, but I'll leave it in my community board if you want to link me with anything, cause you know, so we're a Gaza vlogger, you see me. I deal with Gaza vlogger, I'm Gaza business too, you see me. I mean, but I deal with some Marcus Garvey business too, you know. But I don't think this channel is ready for that stuff, you see me. I deal with some Marcus Garvey, you see me. It's kind of embarrassing the things that I see pertaining to black people in Jamaica, you know. You know, when it comes to politics, Jamaicans, black Jamaicans, are very sensitive. You start talking about either party a certain way, people want to kill you. Did you know that Norman Manley refused to join PNP? Did you know Norman Manley refused to join PNP? Yeah, because Norman Manley never created PNP. A black man did. Norman Manley refused to help black people. See the black man that started PNP. The only reason why Norman Manley joined PNP was to gain the trust of black people so they can deceive them in at the end. Right? See, initially rejected by Manley on the idea of forming a political party, he sought to cultivate the interest of the JAG, whatever, but after his long and lonely, unfinished battle with whatever, but as you can see, he rejected to join the People's National Party, right? Now, let me show you something. I'm going to show you why he joined the People's National Party and how he destroyed it. First, let me explain this picture in front of you. I'm pretty sure you recognize Marcus Garvey, right? National hero of Jamaica, right? And you see Marcus Garvey with his student, the individual that created Rastafari. Okay? You see Marcus Garvey, right? And you see the first Rasta, right? That's why when Margaret Cheriton said it don't have to try to be Rasta, that's who he was talking about. If only never know. But keep in mind, that was a student of Marcus Garvey. The first Rasta, see him there? Back to this picture now. You see the black man next to Norman Manley. He was also a student of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey had his People's Political Party, and his student created the People's National Party. So that's why we never had garrisons when there was two political groups on the island fighting for black people's rights. People's Political Party and the People's National Party. Norman Manley refused to join PNP because why would he help black people? And he's a king's counsel, so he works for the queen, right? It will be like odd for you know what I mean? Now, look at the picture in front of you now. The only reason why Norman Manley joined PNP was to gain the trust of black people. You see, when black people trust white men for do business for them no look out for our best interest. But whatever, we trusted these white guys to look out for our best interest. Look upon Marcus Garvey so they know what time period we are dealing with. A period where Jamaica was an African nation, wanted total independence from England. And we trusted a white lawyer and Alex Bustamante to look out for our interests. And we've been partying for 63 years like we're independent. But in reality, we're stuck with the Privy Council. Why? With two white guys do that to a black nation. Because they feel black people can't govern themselves, that's why. Not sugarcoating nothing, you see me? Because why would our black nation be stuck with England for 60 years and we want total independence? That is why Marcus Garvey left Jamaica, because he knew when Norman Manley joined the program, England will be backing him as he's a king's counsel. And as you can see, we're stuck with England today because of these two guys. So now you see how No, I mean, man, they destroy PNP and its image. When JLP was created, we had garrisons and we started shooting our one another. Them bringing Edward Siaga because Michael Manley want to do business with Fidel Castro. So we have Spanish and white people controlling how black people I think and I govern with blood clots. So again, you see how much people want to control black people. Yeah. Right. So I'm no longer PNP, but I'm still a Garveyite by heart, you see me? Yeah. I'll show you something. Now look on this. People say, you say you're not PNP, but you still promote PNP. Yes, because the original PNP principles was from Marcus Garvey, right? As you see on your screen, you see me? And we explained who Marcus Garvey's students was, right? Right. So why wouldn't I be promoting positivity for black people? See? This is what I use my platform for, when I run mix up, to educate black people and people regardless of color. Because we want everybody to win, you see, man. But we know one set of people is being undermined. So me advise black people on both sides because that's who the system wants to control, because we're the majority. I advise them on both sides not to vote for their political dons, POP and JLP dons, and continue to vote for them and lose everything. And they gain everything. That's how the rich get rich and the poor get poorer. Yeah. Now look on this now. I want to warn you about my response. Because, we don't like to disrespect people. But people are very disrespectful to me. And I'm a Jamaican, so say we're nasty no blood clot when it come with disrespectfulness. So look on this individual. Now, this person said, "Thank God people will not listen to a faceless Instagram page that could be corporate operated by a riser for all we know. You have always shown a lean into PNP based on your post. It doesn't look so good for them, no. So you get conscious, you see what I put the quotation thingy around him, and telling people not to vote. In the words of Sir P, we don't believe you. You need more people. Yes, I need more people thinking like me. You see how them put the conscious thing. People, I always post conscious thing. Anybody that know me from any of my platform, this is all we ever talk about. Where we not run mix up. I don't get high on my own supply. I get the people that what them want, not what them need, cause what them need, they don't want, when I waste nobody time, especially man, you feel me? So if I mix up with a one, well, I fix that and give you that, you see me? You know what I mean? So me conscious and telling people on both sides. Because you see how them selective with what them pick out of my shit to fit them narrative. Because them thinks that me a comrade pan orange or whatever. No. Yeah. So we see Marcus Garvey with him student, the first man that created Rastafari, right? I know my history, so I know a black man created PNP, a student of Marcus Garvey. So that's why PNP and PPP principles are basically the same. Me say in my blood clot caption them in my other caption, PNP has been infiltrated. Why you omit that? Me say PNP has been infiltrated. Me say that specifically. Right? But you see, people, PNP and JLP gang babies, that's what I call them. You guys are gangsters and are worse than the Bloods and Crips in America because you JLP, PMP gang babies actually bring down in the country and in the people. You know what I mean? You talk about faceless, but you read the Bible that wasn't written by God. That is another thing with how white men have black people minds twisted. Most of them read the Bible and love the Bible. That's what's gonna do big up on itself. But let's keep it honest. God never write the Bible. King James write the Bible. Yeah, it specifically says King James version, right? Where is God's version? I spent thousands of dollars on books. I got a whole lot of hardcover books. And I mean, I have a mini library, you feel me? I would like to buy the original version of the Bible, the God version, you see me? Right? So when people say them can't trust faceless people, well, they're gonna do it every day. See the white man having a program for no love for no one another. Only prefer love something and they can't touch and hold and squeeze or even respond to if you cannot even see them. Because I can answer in the comments, don't I? In real time. And so no disrespect to where you believe in a Buddha or Allah, but where is the original Bible? The God version, because we know King James didn't write shit. But he employed people to write that Bible. 60 people them said, don't. All of these people trustworthy? And then again, where is the black man's Bible? Because the Bible we have been given, it has been given to us by the white man. So right there, and then me not listen to Bible foolishness certain way, you know. It has some good stories. But the context that them put in the story, you know, have you lost? You know what I mean? Yeah, the Bible is a good read. I read it like 3 times when I was like 15, 16. I mean, it's a good read, you know. I don't see no letters to black people in the Bible, and I would like to see a letter to the black people. I see letters to Carthenius and all of these people don't. And I said, where's the black people letter? Oh, we not getting a letter in the fucking Bible, I ask, lad. That's how me I pray the thing, you know. You know what I mean? But you see, most people that read the Bible, that's all they read, and that's how them get stuck in a conversation. Because I can tell you, whoever wrote the Bible basically plagiarized whatever they saw off of the stones in Africa, down in Sudan, Ethiopia. You know, Sudan and Ethiopia was one, and Egypt, it was one kingdom, you know. So I think in the Bible it has like the songs of Solomon and all of them things there, right? And guess what you see on the stones in Africa? Not in Egypt, but in Sudan. Because you know Sudan have more pyramids than Egypt. You'll see the verses that you see in the Bible. And you know what was written in the stones was written before King James even constructed this shit, you know. So you see why white man going to Africa and destroy all the buildings and burn with books and all of these things, because most of the stuff that they're teaching us, they learn from us, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But them kill out with bush doctor them kill out for teacher them, and just leave a bunch of illiterate black people in the genealogy pool. Because, you know, a dumb nigga is not a dangerous one. That's why black people in America, when the white man saw that you was able to read and write, them kill you. Right? Right? In America, during slavery days, when black slaves was caught reading and writing, they killed that one because they couldn't have that one teaching the other ones. Right? You know, in a Ghana, them said, when you walk through that door, everybody that walked through that door never returns, right? And they put them on the Jesus ship, right? Right, why do you think that the Bible is the only thing black people was able to read? Because it traps you. You notice that white people dash with the Bible. White people not Christian again, you know. White people are not nothing again a rascal, you know. I just we hold on to everything them give you, you know. Yeah. I read so much, people. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of you people wouldn't like Marcus Garvey. If you knew about Marcus Garvey, you know. Now, I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but what I read, and I said, if other people read this, but you know, black people don't read. You want to hide something from black people, you put it in black and white. Because black people don't read, you know. That's how white people hide everything, isn't it? Mm. Did you know Marcus Garvey and the Ku Klux Klan leader? I don't want to say they was best friends, but they was allies. People, you know, them sell me a crackhead lighter, you know, so just bear with me, isn't it? I know I go out with the lighter from what they, you know. Marcus Garvey was friends with the Ku Klux Klan leader. What's his name? I don't know his name. The founder of Ku Klux Klan is You know the black people like, I don't want to say Malcolm X, but those type of people, the Pan-Africanists in America, they didn't like Marcus Garvey. Did you all know that? They never liked Marcus Garvey. And when he hooked up or linked up with the Ku Klux Klan guy, it was a secret meeting. No other black Pan-Africanist was invited, just Marcus Garvey. Did y'all know that? No one never know that, is it? So it's safe to say if Marcus Garvey was alive today, he would be endorsing Donald Trump. Well, I don't want to say that, you know what I mean? If Marcus Garvey was alive today, he would have had a big political party in America. Because, you know, he had 20,000 army strong in America, right? The first time I went to California, I said, yo, California is a desert, man. And it had some, this stuff to get some fruits from this Mexican lady, you see me, run one corner. The first time in yam salt and them shit the pan fruits can you I say what the blood clot yeah though man. Me done blood clot I dehydrate now that's fucking eat. I come salt me up with cayenne pepper and them shit them. We want some juice from the fruits, but whatever. I looked up and I seen a big building. It was red, green, and black. I swear to one of people. You know them Manhattan black then. Just picture a Manhattan black times 3. That's how big the building was with Marcus Garvey name on it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, a black man from Jamaica have a big building in America, son. I swear to one. I have to Google where that place. I swear to one. I couldn't believe it. So if Marcus Garvey was alive today, we would have an official black political party. You know what I mean? Yeah, now I'll show you something. Marcus Garvey didn't like mixed breeds, you know. I don't want to say he didn't like the mixed breeds, but the way how he viewed mixed breeds, especially the ones them in Jamaica, they would always take the white man's side. Yeah. And we see that time and time again when we see someone that's mixed with black and white. 9 out of 10 times them despise them black side, don't they? Right? Right or wrong, people? I mean, nowadays you see the mixed breed them loving them black side, especially the Jamaican one, them big up on the blood clot stuff. You know what I mean? But you have to understand why Marcus Garvey said that, because the mixed breed them would side with the white man. The mixed breed them fear them black man. So them would have want the white man in a power look out for them. You know what I mean? That's why the Ku Klux Klan like Marcus Garvey. Cause him never in the mixed breed thing. You know, that's how them white man in the KKK deal with them program. Them in the mixed blood thing with the J people, right? And that is another thing too. People, I'm just spilling a lot of knowledge right now. You know, the Jewish people despise Marcus Garvey. And Marcus Garvey even went on to say in an interview they used a Jewish lawyer to convict him, specifically because I'm linked with the KKK. So you see, all them did cancel Kanye West. That's how they did Marcus Garvey back in the day. Some people. You know, most black Jamaicans have them history twisted, you know. You have two different set of Africans in Jamaica, my people. Brought to Jamaica from two different time periods. Yeah. When you lose the war, you lose the land. So bye-bye Tainos. The Taino them run away and them gone to Venezuela. If you never know, you see me. That's where the Tainos them is from in South America, Venezuela, you see me. You know what I mean? And they never came back to help the African people, them, you see me. You know, but African people they used to tribal war, you know, so you know, defeating Spain was simple math, you see me. So who owns the land of Jamaica? According to history, you lose the land, you lose the war, you lose the land. Because there's no more Palestine today, right? You know? Me see the Prime Minister of Israel say, yo, are we that, you know? From C to blood class C, are we that, you know? From San to blood class and are we that are asked, no more Palestine. They lost the war. So did England defeat the Africans in Jamaica? No, they didn't. They signed a peace treaty with the African people that in Jamaica. Not the Africans that they brought to Jamaica, the Africans that defeated Spain. Okay? Where do you think the terminology capture land came from? Surely not black people. Where do you think the terminology capture land come from? Surely not black people. Remember, black people won the war, so they owned the whole of Jamaica. So what land are they capturing in Jamaica when they defeated the white men and won the land? You know what I mean? England saw that Spain got defeated by Africans and them said, here what, black man can't have that, you know. You're mad. Y'all leave that. We're not a pussy. I send bad man for that blood clot there. So them hire the Buccaneers, them don't they? Henry Morgan and all them blow over they don't they? Christopher Columbus and them blow over they don't they? No, not Christopher Columbus. Henry Morgan, sorry about that. Right? Who did they send to Jamaica? They sent their slaves to Jamaica to capture the land from the freed Africans, right? They sent the Germans and the Irish to Jamaica to build up the Caucasian population, the white population specifically. They sent the white people, the Indian people, the Chinese people to capture the land that freed Africans were then occupied when they defeated Spain. That's where the terminology capture land come from. Right? Because when you lose the war, you lose the land. England never defeated the Maroons. So England gave their slaves from their colonies captured land in Jamaica. But when they brought Africans to Jamaica, they never gave them shit. Only never get no free land. Only never get no money. The only Africans that got land from England was the ones that was killing the Maroons. Cause that's the only reason why them bringing it to Jamaica to, for go to war with the Maroons them, because white man can't go on the bush. So the thing with we people, black people, we give them some chicken and some pussy and some rum, and them shut up any blood clot thing down. For example, people, who did the Americans use to fight against the Indians? The black people. Buffalo Soldier. Stolen from Africa, brought to America. Bob Marley sing about this. So you can't be mad at the Maroons for signing peace treaty to bringing back slaves that England brought to Jamaica because they brought you to war with the Maroons, right? You can just check the history. The Maroons always at war with the black people that England brought because, for example, the Maroons them are wild, so them come thief, white man, cow, and all of these shit, right? White man get vexed and tell them black slaves, yo, go deal with that, bring them forward and broke them up. Yeah. And like, yo, why you doing this? We niggas is starving out in the bush and under there with all heap of cow and we are take one, another one come work, we kill we after white man, You know what I mean? Tribal warfare, you see me, my peeps. I'll show you how the Maroons get tricked out of the land now because they gave it up for free. This is why education is important. I always say black man think short term, white man think long term. So all of 1,000 years for them plan for execute, it's going to be executed. All they have to do is just make sure the system, keeps on running. It's like, oiling up your car and changing, transmission oil and engine oil and them shit there, you see me? I mean, and this shit is alive forever, don't. You know what I'm saying? So that's why them always put puppets in the office, You know what I mean? So AO Maroons get chick out of Jamaica, no. Cause we say the queen done capture the land, right? Or the king, whoever was whatever at the time, right? England left the indentured servants in Jamaica and the black people they brought to Jamaica to just do them, you feel me? Yeah, so everybody fuck one another and breed up. Maroons breed with Africans that come new, Chinese, white, you know what I mean? We all breed up under the blood class, so nothing else to do and eat mangoes and, fuck some pussy. That's why you people had like 50 kids back in the days, A beer bush one at Jamaica and see, so beer girl and them skinny out our ass, I mean, yeah, you see me? But do the mans, no. We're all family, yeah, whatever, you see me? Some family members rather over the next, and some consider the black sheep, right? So the black people in Jamaica, whether the Maroons or the ones brought by England, they was upset that the indentured servants, the Irish them and the German them, did I get money and land, You know what I mean? So the animosity was brewing, so England was like, yeah man, time for go to phase 2 now. We out of many one, rah, right? Because we know when Spain was, controlling Jamaica, they had their own motto, you feel me? And the model that England took on was actually a model from America's melting pot theory. As you can see, the theory, right? Okay. So That's how the Maroons them give up the rights to Jamaica, you see me? Because Jamaica was no longer viewed as an African nation. Now Jamaica is viewed as a multinational nation, you see me? Yeah, just like how the white man stole Manhattan from the Indians, you see me? Yeah. Because black man trusted these white guys in front of it, you see me? What has the motto done for black people in Jamaica, my peeps? Has black people gained anything from the motto? I mean, if I was to give up something important like that, I would have to gain tremendous amount of riches and my, offsprings and black people have to benefit forever, you feel me? Black people gave up their rights to Jamaica when they accepted the motto. Yep. The worst part about it, black people in Jamaica's family from Africa cannot benefit from the land in Jamaica when they don't know any last names. You see, the only people that would have benefited Jamaica would have been African people, offsprings who left Jamaica and migrated around the world. Those are the only people that would have benefited from the land of Jamaica. Because at least we know our last name down. We was never given no land in Jamaica to begin with, and it's hard to make a dollar to even buy land and maintain land, don't it? The best thing about Jamaica, when you buy your land and you build your house, all you have to do is pay property taxes. Yeah. And you can keep that in your family for generations. Because we know mortgage and them shit, they are trouble, And we know in Jamaica your land can pay for itself, right? Because we know, say, on every land you have pear tree, breadfruit tree, mango tree, guinea tree, a type of tree that are bear fruits down. And you can bag them and sell them and pay your property tax. And just chill, you feel me? Stress free down. That's the benefits what the indentured servants have over the Africans in Jamaica. Their families, they know their last name, so when they go back, when them dead, their ancestors in China can come at Jamaica and say, you squatters is on my ancestors' land. The indentured servants from Europe, Irish, German, can say, yo, only depend with people and, not squat. Nobody from Africa can say, yo, yeah, and that's a dangerous thing too. People, we don't even know if we are fuck with family members. That's how serious it is with us not knowing our last names, man. I don't think gonna really meant, oh, them really fuck we up, We don't even know if we're fucking with family member, cause we don't know our last names. That's deep. That's deep, man. Yeah, life is more than mix up, my people. You feel me? Life is more than mix up. I don't know if I ever met that, you see? We black people don't know with true last names. At least the ones that get shipped abroad, the millions or whatever. Because the people in Africa know them ancestors. I know them history and all them shit there. That's why we have to do DNA tests and all of these things for chase. With genealogy, It's the only way for we really know where we come from, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, my people. Black people all here, and you know if they must sleep with them relative or blood clot, 'cause we don't know our last name. That's deep. And this is why I don't understand why people trust these cowboys, not these black men you see in front of you. I don't know why these people trust these cowboys and them system. I don't know why people get me confused. Like this individual. Because I'm conscious. Can you believe a black man, an educated black man, is getting ridiculed for being conscious? Now you see why the white man always killed the Rasta. 'Cause you know Rasta, they conscious though. Yeah, you see me. I'll show you the power of psychology. You don't control your media, you don't control your image. Why do we trust white people so much, or even Indian people? The only people black people not trust are Chinese people, don't. But only trust Indian people more than Chinese people, and only trust white people more than Chinese people. But only trust everybody else but themselves, though. Why is that? You don't control your media outlets, you don't control your image. We are bred not to trust with one another. You want to know why? Well, when you look on the news in Jamaica, when it comes to crime, it's always what ethnic group. It's always black people being plastered as scapegoats for criminal activities around the world, right? You don't think that is a strategic choice? Because I sure as hell know there's a lot of Chinese in Jamaica committing a lot of crime. And the Indian one them. And the white one them. But when we see them in the news, they're doing good, don't they? See the power of psychology? When you're walking in on the streets, my ladies, and you have your purse, and you see a group of black men walking, you hold your purse tight down, you clench it. But you see a group of white men, you feel at ease, don't you? You see the power of psychology? You see how anything black, them say no good. I'm going to give you another example. I'm pretty sure you heard don't cross the street if you see the black cat, right? You used to always hear that when me I used to, oh, the black cat is bad luck. But man said the black cat look the best though. The black cat them look the best. I don't say a bad luck or blood clot. Why? I tell you what. You ever look at the Christian paintings from like back in the day and all them shit? You ever notice that the Christian paintings, the black people them always painted with devil horns and devil tear. So you see a long time, them are putting a people mind anything black no good. You don't control your media, you don't control your image. So that's why we don't trust with one another. That's why we don't want to live amongst with one another. I want to move amongst them. And black people in America wants to move to the suburbs and become a minority and become under the microscope of the neighborhood watch. Now, people, you notice when black people move in at the suburbs, right? Why are they never invited to the neighborhood watch meetings? Ask other black people who lives in the suburbs, ask them have they ever been invited to the neighborhood watch meetings. You feel me? No, they don't invite you to the neighborhood watch meeting because you are a minority. You know what I mean? And in fact, you're always the topic of the neighborhood watch meetings, my people, for they never know. Yeah. Smart, son? Because the media says we're not supposed to live amongst with one another. That's why I don't trust media, isn't it? Unless I'm my media, you see me? You know what I mean? People, make sure to support my channel, you know. You know what I mean? Follow me on IG, you know what I mean? We post there daily on everything, politics, um, all type of shit, you see me? Follow my main channel as well on YouTube, you see me? You know what I mean? I go live on this channel as well, my main channel, but I try to drop some reviews. We never got live, you see me? I didn't drop no reviews over here. So I say I give one a live, you see me? This dancehall story channel I made specifically to talk about dancehall topics. I know we kind of strayed off topic, but this is why I created the dancehall story channel, because that's what we used to do on the channel and see in front of you. You see me? But you know, a whole heap of girl follow me and them give me girl business, and we just love the woman them and can't talk about man all day, don't. I mean, so whenever I feel to do a review about the dancehall artist, I'll put it on this channel. Cause most people, a lot of people, don't like mix up, but everybody follows me, you see me? And most mix up people follow that channel there, so we have to cater. Not saying we cater to them. We give the people them what them want, not what them need, you see me? Cause what them need, them not want, you see. So that's why I have to start a conscious channel too for the talk all of the things that we was just discussing. No. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see me, my peeps. If I want thing I have to do on social media, I have to start a conscious channel, because not every day I want to talk about mix-up. Yeah, but through the people, them demanding, you see me? And I'm in demand, you feel me? Yeah, but I need to start a conscious channel. I just have trouble choosing a name, so that's the only reason why I didn't start one yet. The content is not a problem for me, as you can see. We're just freestyling and we're dropping a lot of jewels. So imagine when I'm organized and just dealing with one topic by topic, you see me? You know what I mean? So as soon as I think of a good name for that channel, I'm going to start it. Yeah. Yeah, but these names is, my names have to come from me, from my ancestors. I mean, yeah, this dancehall story, honestly, it was just a whatever name, you see. I mean, like for example, I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm going to comment with my original YouTube channel. Right? I commented with my second YouTube channel that you see in front of you. I'll show you my original YouTube channel now, right? I know I want no another one this. I have so much channels, I'll be confusing myself. You see me? Alright, now. Let me type this in and see. See, that's my original YouTube channel right there. Mix Up and Things channel, you see me? Yeah. I dropped a review over there. I think I did like a World Dog video. I'm gonna start do back some reviews over there, you see me? But that is my original YouTube channel. And you see, when I came up with the name Mix Up and Things, I wasn't thinking about no gossip, to be honest with you. You see, I created the Mix Up and Things channel because Me they want this up the shit up mouth boy on YouTube. The host with the most shit and blood clot mouth, so flow, isn't it? And boy they are pussy, you see. So that's the only reason why I see me attack on this shit, you know. And first video we do at this up in blood clot, we get 30,000 views, and I think I had like less than 100 subscribers, you know. But I was always popping on YouTube because as you can see, we're intelligent and we leave some wicked comments, you know. Some I always get like 5,000 likes on them shit, you know. 300 response on them shit, you know. I mean, but most of them so good blogger, they block me, you know, so it's like whatever, if you mean. I mean, I wasn't thinking about no gossip, you know. You know what I mean? I was going to use the word conglomerate, to be honest with you, but I knew Busta Rhymes had that. You know what I mean? So I think, what can I use? What can I use? I meant to say, yo, mix up on things channel because we just forward, we post a lot of things, you know, mix up. You know, economics, history, you know what I mean? So that's why I use the word mix up. Actually, I've not been posting the mix up, yeah, sorry for that. You know what I mean? But a whole heap of stuff, you know what I mean? But mix up gossip wasn't part of it because we was doing dancehall reviews. Right in at the beginning, and yeah, you know what I mean, and I was so popping. Me say, you know what? I could start a next channel and say, yo, me a king mix up, isn't it? Yeah. And as you can see, we're popping. So me I wait for you know my ancestors to hit me with a name, and then I started. You feel me? Because you know everybody is using the same fucking names. You know what I mean? Everybody ever mix up in that them fucking name, right? When you type in mix up on fucking YouTube, 1,000 channel pop up, right? My channel probably don't even pop up or ask, I don't. Because when people make a name and everybody want to use it, you know what I mean? So like the word mix up is like, has become like generic, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's become generic, you know, but everybody use the same name because everybody don't think outside the box, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I could get a name though, you know. I could get a name, yeah, so we stopped doing the music reviews because the niggas on YouTube them love man too much. I mean not argue over no man with no man. Yeah, you know them way. Somebody like yo on a pussy hole and can have no love on the blood clot man. Right there with girl business, and you know them so good gully vendetta vlogger say, oh Nick mix up is a pussy, him a deal with girl business. But we see them pussy they are deal with girl business now. So it's not a pussy thing for deal with girl business now. Yeah, I mean that's how you know the whole them boy up on YouTube a pussy, you know. Mm. All of them a pussy. You remember the gully vendetta war? But see some vendetta vlogger turn Gaza vlogger now down. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, you see me, because Alkaline is a bitch, you see. You know what I mean? Yeah, people, let's talk about Alkaline before I cut over time, though. It's 12:12, okay. People, you know Alkaline is a liar, right? The man say him have 1,000 girl, I don't believe that. If he said he had 1,000 hookers, I would believe that. But him not have 1,000 girl. Right? Alkaline say him have 1,000 girl, right? But nobody never seen him with not one. I know 2 girl that fuck Alkaline still. So those don't count, yeah. Men, do you take your women out on dates? Do you take your women out on dates? Right? If you have 1,000 girls, somebody's going to see you and your toes and gal them out on a date. So you mean Alkaline has all of these millions of dollars and he doesn't spend on his women? Well, let me not say it like, cause I'm pretty sure he gives these women money, right? But I'm saying, just giving women money has to be boring after a time, don't it, girls? You want your man take you out, don't it? Even if a fucking dinner and a movie. Come take you shopping and give you, a man input if it look good or not, don't. Huh? Even going on vacation. Nobody gonna see you a hotel room? You bring all of these hookers to your house? No, my people. Alkaline say I'm have 1,000 gal and nobody seen him at the movies, in the hotel lobby, in the mall, in the jewelry store. Why we always say Alkaline with man? No, people. I'm going to give an example now. How much woman we say gully bop with? How much woman we say gully bop with in Jamaica? How much woman we say gully bop with in America? Remember Gully Bop did I run the place with the girl business, Only say Rosalie and Akeem and all of them blood clot people, yeah. On TikTok. With them fake blood clot thing. Big up Rosalie, Rosalie I'm a girl, Them a hustle, No, people, if you don't want people business, them I gotta sell you people business, But let's not front. Gully Bop had the shit locked. I remember Gully Bop had bitches in America cooking him food. Gully Bop had old bitches and young bitches fighting over him. Gully Bop had a crackhead girl from America in Jamaica, the one he married. Right? No, my people. Ladies, you know why your man take you out? You just want your man invite you over to just ram out your pussy. Yeah. I believe Alkaline has 1,000 hookers in rotation. Cause girl, where I sell from? Me used to sell pussy. I used to be a pimp, you see me. I had 8 hoes working for me, I mean? Yeah, all type of hoes, you see me. I stopped that shit in elementary school, though. I mean, not elementary school, middle school, sorry. But I've been stacking chips since elementary school, so, it was just a thing, I mean? Everybody had money, you feel me? I mean, well, money to what you mean, man? I don't know what that is. Big up yourself. Ray J, I think them give people special powers around here, Yeah, big up the subscribers. People, Maga showing us something, right? Alkaline said he has 1,000 girls, but not one of them turned him on. Right. Remember, he was on Nationwide the other day, and Cliff asked him how much. What Cliff asked him? Oh, Cliff said, so what turns you on? Right. What do you do when you're not on stage? Alkaline was like, what do you mean? Oh, when I'm not on stage, I'm writing songs. Oh, okay. First of all, no man is supposed to ask you what turns you on. Anybody that ever asked me what turns me on was a woman. Or when I was a pitney, a girl, isn't it? Yeah, man. Me tell her, me not like I'm gonna get batty wash, isn't it? Yeah, no lick down way down low. Me name them thing there. You see me? You know. Yeah, only women is supposed to ask that to men, man. But nevertheless, he was asked the question, and his response was write songs that turn him on. So that make your body stiff. No, people, somebody asked me what turned me on, and me have 1,000 gal. I can say, yo, rule you. Now ask them question there, but a gal alone turn me on, you know. Gal, the scent of a gal pussy turn me on, don't it? Smelling a gal perfume turn me on, you see me? As a gal pinch me rascal at arms, me turn on a rascal at, you see me? Me easily turn on by a woman, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, me easily turn on. Woman have to do enough for me for my hood stiff up, you know. You know what I mean? Because we just love woman, you know. So Alkaline have 1,000 women and none of them turn him on. Him couldn't big up not one of them. On the interview, like big up Stacy. You know what I mean? Big up Vanessa, big up Lisa. You know what I mean? Not one of them? No, my people. No. And he's supposed to be a lyricist, so he's supposed to be quick with his responses. No. I'm going to show you why Cliff asked that question. Because Cliff was thinking he was going to respond like a real gallus, like a real Jamaican. And say, yo, a gal alone turn me on, I have 1,000 gal in a rotation. What you ask, man? See, now when he said that, or if he had said that, the follow-up question was, so how much you have road youth? You full of gal, isn't it? Go back and listen to that part of the interview. It was an awkward silence with Cliff, because he couldn't believe what he was hearing. You know what Maga played, you know. I have OCD, you see me? So Maga played, you see. I'm sure I know what I'm going. No, I couldn't believe it, you know. This was embarrassing, isn't it? What is? Alright. People remember I'm a journalist, but we don't want to be professional, right?
Crazy. What turns him on? What does he do when he's not on stage? Tell them.
What me do when I'm on stage?
Yes, when you're not performing.
I'm not perform. When I perform, I write song. Or time I just chill. Just chilling. I be chilling. And I mean, I don't do much. I be chilling.
You don't do much.
I be chilling, yeah.
Yeah?
I be chilling. Yeah.
Do you have children?
No.
No. Good. But so there's just the music.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
See? Cliff asked what turn you on when you're not right thing because he's trying to be nice about the question, you know. Because you know some people sensitive about them life. So Alkaline was supposed to respond. Me have 1,000 gal of them turn me on. Big up yourself, Lisa. You see me? I bust it to the blood clot world, you see? I mean, sexy Stacy and all these things. Someone, you know what I mean? The man say right song or ask but if they said the other answer, Cliff would have got said, no. How much youth you have, road youth? You know what I mean? No, I'm going to show you something else, no. I don't know how Vendetta fans feel about them artists. You know. Ladies, Ladies them say them want what a black stallion. Why do ladies say they want a black stallion? Do you know what they call a female horse? We know why. We know what them call a black stallion, right? But what is a female horse? A female horse is a mare, right? Alkaline says he's a gelding. Do you know the definition of a gelding? I'm going to give you the definition of well, I already told you what the mare was, right? A mare, M-A-R-E, is a female horse. A stallion, like myself, will be considered a black stallion. It's a horse with balls and body, isn't it? Okay. Now, a gelding is a horse that has a gelding is a horse that has no balls. Them can't breathe. So Alkaline says he's a horse that's basically castrated. So now you see why him want the brat or the extra, the wood wash and body wash, isn't it? Yeah, it's like why him would have clone out himself like that? And these people excited that this song is #1 or trending, like it's a good thing. Like Alkaline is going to be booked for $1 million or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean, boy. So you see how desperate Alkaline is to be a topic. Him gone batty wash. Him gone black eye. Yeah. I'm saying my gelding, you see me, not a black stallion, you see me. You know what it is, people? A lot of Alkaline fans has outgrown him and his nastiness. Right? So, you know, he's trying to be controversial like Kartel. You feel me? Remember Kartel say every time and fuck him, would I forget sucking? Yeah. So Alkaline knows that Jamaica full of a bunch of freaks right now, new freaks, young freaks, and he's, you know, trying to get in tune with them. So that's why him bring out the batty wash thing again, you know. Right, cause I'm one of the batty fans, them, you see me? Yeah, cause I'm don't bun fish, you know what I mean? His manager's a fish, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, right now, the artist them is going to have a hard time competing with Vybz Kartel. Now that he's free, you know what I mean? Because everything this nigga do, it's a viral moment, you know what I mean? It's all wrong, people. Anything this man do is a viral moment, you see me? You know? Kartel post up with new girl, you see me? It's a viral moment, I would a girl do. They need to investigate it, don't you? Obviously not this video, it's a next video that we post on our next channel, you see me? And yeah, we posted the new video with that girl. They kind did a joke out, you know. Don't forget to go on my main channel and check out the time Vybz Kartel say him did breed Vanessa Bling, you see me? Yeah, cause him did breed Vanessa Bling. And she had a miscarriage. Or she probably dashed for the baby. No, I'm joking. Nobody went out dash for the baby. Yeah. And he said that he was going to marry her. I think, oh yeah, as you can see in front of you, we dropped that yesterday. And we dropped that squash one that today, you see me, a little while ago. People might go end their life here soon, you see me? Going to eat a late night snack, some rice. and some shrimp and a little fish, you see. Yeah, I know you shouldn't be eating late, so I'm not going to eat a lot. Me now got my belly hungry, bed hungry, or rascal. I might have 8 pack anyway, so we can afford to eat. A lot of things. It was nice talking to myself, now playing with you. Pick up the people that I'm watching. We're going to save this live so I can rewatch it, or anybody can rewatch it later, isn't it? We'll be conducting more lives over here and on the channel you see in front of you as well. So I have to make sure to turn on the notification bell. Isn't it? Where's my rolling papers? And even if you have it on, make sure it's on. You know, YouTube be turning shit off on papers. Yeah. So, but we're gonna start go live, regularly though. So if you see me not make reviews and post them, I might be on a live that night, you see me. You know what I mean? I tend to go live on my channels them when me not upload nothing, you know what I mean? You see me? But we're going to try to get a set schedule to go live. Yeah, that's true. Me deal with a whole heap of people business, so it's really hard for me to go live when we have people business to deal with, you know. You know what I mean? So I typically go live when nothing, no, go on, you see me? You know what I mean? Yeah, so we don't be wasting time, though. But we're gonna try to figure out a set schedule, even if I once a week. We know so that day they will definitely go live, you know. So. I drink some watermelon juice. You see me, my ladies? Some watermelon and lime. And some lemon syrup. I forgot to put some ginger in it, but shit is still slapping, baby. Yeah, you know, I be juicing my shit, you feel me? Well, not my shit, obviously. Yeah. Boy, people, them get squashed, you know, I'm not lie to you, know. Squash fucked himself up, man. People, do you see the evidence that they're using against him? People, look on this. They're using this music video against Squash, the SHUBOUT one, right? I need to see how many views that one has. Probably a couple million, don't it? You're not allowed to be seen with guns. The rapper Boozy just accepted a plea deal with the feds because they saw him with a gun that was posted on Instagram live when he was doing a music video, you feel me? When he was in California, you see me? And he's a convicted felon, you know what I mean? And he's an American. So that's why Squash, the charges penalty on Squash is more serious because he's not an American, you know what I mean? And that type of charge, if you have been convicted for previous crimes, carries a stiffer penalty. Now, he got locked up recently in 2025, right? But they're charging him from shit from 2000 and 2023, possibly even be further than that, isn't it? So when he gets convicted for the shit he done in 2000 and 2023 and gets convicted for the crimes that you see them are charging with, no. If he was facing 35 years for the first two charge, because 25 years max for one and 10 years max for the next one, right? For the alien in possession of the chip cap, the machine gun out of them. So that's 35 years, right? So no, if him get convicted for the 1 and 2, 3, no. Let's say that go to like 60 years, no. And then they charging him for more guns, no, because them getting more evidence. So he's facing at least like 200 years in prison, my people. Not lie to him, you know. And they got all the evidence too. They got him on phone, they got him on video, as you can see. Right? Look on this where I'm saying on this one. No, that one. Let me show you. Hold on. No, it's not that one. I didn't take the picture of the silver gun. Him have a silver gun, you know. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. I do have it, but I don't know if it's going to show up good on the screen. Hold on there. Let me show you a picture of the silver gun one. Let me see. Bam. See. The feds saw in his phone a conversation telling his soldiers to bring him a matic, the shot and one or whatever. See? Based on these videos and images, government charged the defendant by being in possession of firearm in violation of their penal blood clot code. To all of you in the dancehall artists that come America and think say you don't know the law, boy, you better hope say the feds no pick you up and squash videos with gun, you know. Cause now they get charged too. Or they just probably watching it too, you know. Them ready for lock up on the blood clot, you know. FBI agents found another video from September 2024 that shows the defendant dancing and holding what appears to be the same chip Glock with the pink handle, the pink grip. That's the same gun that he got pulled over with the other day in 2024. So they're gonna charge him 2 times for like the said gun. In my opinion, if that's what I'm reading correctly, you know. And shows a history of him in possession of weapons and all of these shit, you see. I mean, so if I was in his position, you know, I would take a plea deal, you see. I would have took a plea deal. I wouldn't even wait for them to slap more charges on me. You crazy? I knew this was going to happen, right? Because the feds them play chess, you know. Them not give you everything that them know about you. Know? And that's what the agent said in the first time. You know, they wrote up the complaint to the court. They told the judge, like, yo, we are only disclosing the probable cause charges ones. And they're withholding what they really know about the individual. Right? That's a serious blood clot thing, you know. The feds is basically saying, we got you, and you can't go nowhere. Them tell him for take the plea deal, don't they? He might wait to the last second. Them say, all right, you waiting. All right. We're going to show you what we have on you next. And they presented the phone calls he did from jail. And they mentioned the traffic stop. And they mentioned the video. But they didn't give no more information other than that. So right, they squashed that thing. Oh, what them really have? All right, boom. They just updated the court website today. And see it, yeah. They went into detail. People, is over 20 documents, isn't it? I posted all 20 documents on my King Mix-Up channel, isn't it? Yeah, so most likely you're going to see this trending tomorrow. You're going to see the Star, the Gleaner, all of these people running with squash music being used against them, isn't it? You know what I mean? So if you're not watching this live later, you know when they hear it yourself first, isn't it? No. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I'm gonna have to reread all of these court documents because you know I've been getting information on the 6 for a long time. And we actually predicted this, to be honest with you. You know, not wishing for nobody's downfall, but when you know the law and how the law works and how these guys incriminate themselves on social media, it's only time, you know. And look on this. These reviews was done 2 years ago. Squash deported for gun shipments to Jamaica. 2 years ago we did this. So the day 2023. Squash deported for gun shipments, Caribbean informer in the 6th. See? 2023, target Dance, Andre Hornets target Squash to be arrested in America. Yeah. See? This is from 2022 on my Credible Boss channel on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah. And what do we see in the news today? Squash, the leader of a transitional organization, a gang, don't it? So coming like said them review, yeah, just do daunting. And I 2 year we are doing daunting. Oh, people, J-Man is snitching on Squash if I never know too. Yeah, we have everybody business, you see me, because everybody a chat, you see me? Yeah, people, J-Man is snitching on Squash to save his life in FM court case. I remember said J-Man was facing the death penalty, capital punishment, right? J-Man turned state witness. The police saved J-Man life because when him get shot in the neck, they airlifted him out to a better hospital to save his life. You know, police wicked, you know, when you go hospital, them see you wounded, man, squeeze your bullet wound, you know. Cause them tell everybody leave the room so they can question you before you're dead, you know. And squeeze you up and all them blood, them wicked in the blood clot, you know. But nevertheless, the police them saved J-Man life, right? Airlifted him to our next hospital. This is why they dropped the charges on him to 2nd-degree murder, you see me? Right, he's no longer facing capital punishment, right? Now, the prosecutor in J-Man case is going to get a promotion. The detective in J-Man case is going to get a promotion, right? This is a big deal because, you know what I mean, there's some high-power rifle and them shit that are bus in a lot of hill when them man they jet Fred man and them man they don't. Yeah. The prosecution in J-Man case wants to talk to Squash. You read J-Man court documents, Squash name all over and police from Jamaica call J-Man prosecutor and I tell about Squash and the 6 busted gang all of them. Civilian I call an infant on Squash, isn't it? You know what I mean? Somebody just told me and them know a couple people that give information on Squash too. Because them know people that work with the government, you see. So they know who exactly is on that list. Andrew Holden is sent to America, you see. I mean, people don't question me. Remember say, everybody link me, you know. Okay? Yeah, everybody link me, you see me? So we know everything. We have police that follow me, that link me, all type of people, politicians, you see me? You know what I mean? But that one just told me that today, you see me? You know what I mean? Yeah, so this is why when I put out this headline, people thought I'd be playing, but you know, as you can see, I know the law very well, right? No, that's not the one I want to show you, Orlando. There's a reason why I put out my headlines the way I put them out, you know. You know, this is what I consider news, not mix up, isn't it? But everybody think everything is mix up, right? There's a reason why I said Squash pleads guilty and snitch on Horace Chang and seek asylum before he even accept this plea deal, right? Right? Because let's be honest, people. Which lawyer is going to advise their client to take this shit to trial? Remember, they got warrants to search his phone. You feel me? Right? Now, I don't know if they use warrants to search Vybz Kartel phone. You see me? And tampering with evidence and all this shit. You see how the feds them use warrant to search Squash phone because it's against the law to invade somebody's privacy. You need a warrant. All of this is listed in the court documents. They said they obtained a warrant to get forensic evidence out of him phone to charge him. And they tell you what they received the warrant and all this shit then put in it. So based off me knowing the law, I don't want to say put myself in a position, but if I was facing those odds and caught in the red, I would have to take the L and plead guilty because taking it to trial and losing, I'm going to face the maximum. So I better me deal with the minimum. And at least I can come out when I'm still young, don't I? And now, I'm pretty sure Squash doesn't mind. I don't want to say he doesn't mind staying in jail, but you know that's a part of a gangster life, jail, right? The only thing Squash is thinking about how is he going to die when he gets shipped back to Jamaica, and he doesn't want that. So that is why you see his daddy come out and say Horace Chang want to kill them, isn't it? The security minister of Jamaica. Can you believe that? That's seriously implications, isn't it? On the current government of Jamaica. The security minister involved in that badness. So when you see a daddy make that move then, first of all, the lawyer told him to go out there and do the interview with the fix. Because the government has Squash as a gang leader, so that's why I'm come out and say his son is not a gang leader, you know. Squash can't use his mother for speak good about him. In the public, you know them not respect Shelly and you know. You know what I mean? Them say Africans a share picking them bad and all them shit, they don't, you know. We don't really know too much about him father. But my source is telling me that his father's a cokehead. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see me? If them say Squash father is a cokehead, you see me? And I'm not gonna lie to you, he looked kind of fiendish, you know what I mean? But through me that listen to the message, me not really analyze him. But when there's somebody say Squash father a crackhead, I mean a cokehead, me say, yeah, he does have the demeanor of one of them. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, he only came out and exposed Andrew on his best friend. Because you have to do what you have to do to save your pitney life, you know. You know what I mean? So they're desperate to save such life, you see me? So, to me, I think he's trying to work out a plea. I think he's trying to seek asylum right now and work out a plea deal. That's why his dad came out, right? Because man, I said to myself, yo, Horace Chang up in that age and it look like say, natural business I gonna kill him, you know. Cause him always asleep in the courthouse or wherever, you know. Every time I see Horace Chang, the man asleep no bumper clan, you know. So myself squashed to 60 years of prison, 30 years of prison. When him get released, Horace Chang I got dead, no blood clot. And nobody not got business with Horace Chang business. I kill nobody for Horace Chang, you know. I said, why I'm even a seek asylum, I ask, well, you know. So that's what I think he's trying to do, no. Because, you know, his marriage was fraud, you feel me? He got married when he was locked up in immigration, you see me? You know what I mean? And his wife is listed as the one buying these guns and giving it to the immigrants, them. You see me? So every gun that you see squash ship out, I'm wife buy that, you see me? You know what I mean? The gun that you see squash get cut away, let me show you. And that's another thing, me know Sir P gonna beat squash, you know. Cause the man have a pink gun, you see me? You know what I mean? Cause I don't want to say I was laughing at him because a gun is a gun, you know. Whether it's a pink blue or not, it's a blood clot kill you, you know what I mean? But man say blood clot, man have pink gun or ass clot, them a go say my fish, you see? No, see the pink gun right there, so, but that's his woman's gun, it's registered in her name, you know what I mean? And you can see the chip Glock. And all them shit is, I mean, so they're using all of these things as evidence. These things are part of the court documents. You can't say that man you're not militant, you know. When you're in the military, you know, you're not supposed to take pictures. You know? And when we say military, like street military, you see me? Yeah. When I was going to school with white people, they had what do you call these things in white people's school? Class president, right? They do a lot of class president shit, yeah. Most of the kids that we go to school with them going into politics, you see me? You know what I mean? To run the nation, you see me? My teacher them tell me, never you take a picture that can hurt you in the future of you becoming the president of America, you see me? Obviously, I can't become the president because I wasn't born in America, though. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I can't go into politics. See? So my teacher is saying don't take a picture that can incriminate you in the future. What do we see with a lot of these presidents now? We see them being racist like 60 years ago, don't we? We're seeing people in politics that are Democrats, but they was doing some racist shit when they was kids, don't we? I can't recall these people's names because I'm not into politics like that, but only we know when me I talk about for no watch the news and them shit. Smoking ganja wasn't popular back in the day. When you burn ganja, them say you're mad. So me know enough to really take picture with spliff in my mouth, you know. 'Cause we don't want to incriminate ourselves anyway, you know. Yeah, nowadays, people, I swear to you, for the last 3 years, I've been saying all my lives, these people on social media do a good job of incriminating themselves on a state and federal level, possibly international level. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going with Squash now. He's going to be used as the poster boy of shipping guns from America to Jamaica. Right? Right? Who do you think is going to be on that list or on that list of the people doing bad stuff in America? Who are the dons overseas, my people? Now, what that mosquito? I can't mosquito that, you know. Oh, the blood clot. Come on, come suck me off, is it? People, who's gonna be on the list? Bad man moving silent, so most civilians don't even know. Oh, who had done a rascal? I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know no Dan, you know. I don't know no Dan a blood clot, you see me? I don't know the only Dan me know that some dead Dan, you know what I mean? Or some jail Dan, you see me? Me no know not Dan a blood clot. Me even know say little pitney a Dan nowadays a rascal, you see me? But what do I say, people? You don't control your media. You don't control your image. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of criminal activities being done by all type of Jamaicans. White, Chinese, Indian, them are all black people commit crime. And that may I tell you. If they never know it, I mean. Because that's how crime works. The only thing they see is green. Money, don't. You know what I mean? But like I said, dancehall is always going to be a scapegoat. And now you have dancehall artists using dancehall music, you know, to make money, to destroy Jamaica. You see me? This is going to be something Andrew Holness use, you know, to get the votes, you know. No disrespect, you see me? I'm not endorsing Andrew, but may I assure you, you know, these are the type of things politicians use to let the people them know, said, you know, they're for the people. You know what I mean? We're taking down your favorite bad guy. You know what I mean? Shipping guns and all that shit, you said. Yeah. Yeah, so America and Jamaica, they're going to make a big press conference. You fuck for see Andrew on his fly America. And they are the press conference. And showing the world that Jamaica and America is still, you know, best friends and when it comes to fighting crime, you know. Yeah, because we know, say, a long time, Andrew I work with the Democratic Party. When him sending the list, yeah, you know, because Biden administration did in a power. I know him I work with Trump them, with the said blood clot thing, you see. You know what I mean? So... the people, the gang members in Jamaica, I don't think you people are going to be locked up, to be honest with you. I think you're going to be killed. You know what I mean? The gang members in America, you guys are going to be locked up. But the ones in Jamaica, it's going to be a green light on you see me? Them just going to kill off on a blood clot, and I can't hide from them, you see me? You know what I mean? No more Bush, Nigeria, Jamaica to hide anyway, them shits. It's being chopped up and land is being developed, you see me? You know what I mean? So... bad man not really have place for hide out nowadays, you know what I mean? Like one time man do crime at Kingston and I'm gonna country go harass. I got disguise up themselves, no. Go harass that town and all them shit is, I mean village and them shit they do. Jamaica is changing and there's no room for bad man, you know. The dance have been replaced with politicians, if we never see what go on, you know. The politicians them remove the damn them, you know. They're no longer needed, you feel me? The damn them no longer needed to control the people. The population of Jamaica is basically under manners. Right? That's why they keep this. That's why them keep on keep the state of emergency shit. Yeah. When you lock down the whole island, it's easier to track people. Yeah. When you tell everybody you can't leave, it's easier to track who them want. Cause we know we're in there. So no, they can't go free. So we're gonna track with all type of technology, drone and all them shit do. Wiretap. You know what I mean? So that's why you always I see the state of emergency. It's not really to reduce crime, it's just to see how much Batman leave back. Yeah, people think it's a game, man. I keep on telling you people, Jamaica's prime real estate, the world. Jamaica's prime real estate, the world. That's why the white man keep a trap with England because all them forgive black people the prime real estate in the world. I'm gonna show you what I mean. If you're into business, Jamaica is the perfect location. It's like Florida. And you know about the slave triangle. From Europe, the Caribbean to America. Right? That's why China won't go to Thailand because them can ship goods from Jamaica to China. Right? It's less distance to everywhere. Right? Yeah, cause less distance mean less fuel cost, and things move faster. So Jamaica is smack in the middle of everything. We can ship to South America. That's why you see drugs are always landing at Jamaica from South America and not stay. Because them ship it to Jamaica and ship it to the rest of the world. North America, Europe, right? Them can go east or west to China, you know what I mean? India, Russia. You know what I mean? So that's why Jamaica is prime real estate for business, especially cargo business. Now, Jamaica is prime real estate for real estate. Hmm? Remember, land is scarce in the world, For humans to live on land has to be like 1,000 or 3,000 year old, Cause land start with rock, from molten rock, lava, Then bird have to ship on it, weather have to erode it, sand and all of them things there, I mean? That's all land is formed, it takes thousands of years, I mean? And land is scarce, you feel me? And Jamaica is better than California, 'Cause, California desert, Jamaica, you have ocean view, mountain view, garden view. I mean, the climate is beautiful. It's protected from hurricanes because, Jamaica is the tip of a mountain. Yeah, my people. People who live in Jamaica, we live on the top of a mountain, You know what I mean? The whole of Jamaica is underwater, you know what I mean? We just live on the tip. You know what I mean? So it's prime real estate, man. That's why you see the prices them selling in American dollars. You know what I mean? 3 million US, 7 million US, 2 million US, 800,000 US. And yeah, I said Jamaican people can't buy this. Well, the people around the world can buy it, isn't it? Yeah, man, Jamaica nice, my peeps. Jamaica nice, man. What you say, man? All in the ghetto nice, man. And that's why you see the politician them relocating the people them in the ghetto, I've been saying it for years, Land is scarce, so what are we supposed to do with the homeless? They're going to start building some project buildings in Jamaica like what them do in America, you know. And what do you know about the project buildings in America? You get a lot of sky square footage, but land square footage is not a lot. So your kids them can't really run up and down, right? That's what them are gonna do with the squatter. Them are gonna put in some tenement yard. I'm not gonna lie to you, the tenement yards that I see bro got them dealing with, them look good, you see me. I'm not into politics, you know what I mean? But we have to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? Me know them a scam the people that with them free house business, but the lot of communities that I seen them fix up for like some, you know, tenement yards, them look good, you know, kids have, you know, them little space to play, you know, it's like a little community, you know. It's nice, me not, you know. But I'm like, see it them start. This is just the start, you know. You know what I mean? Because all the land is being sold, you see me? You know what I mean? And it's for sale, you see. I mean, it's prime real estate, man, you see me? You know what I mean? So, I mean, but it's not good for black people. I don't like what I see for black people, you know. You know, they conditioning black people for settle for less in Jamaica because, you know, those little houses I see them selling people is crazy, you know. You know, they want black people to settle for them little house them instead of buying them big land there, you know them way them. Yeah, it's crazy that I see people wiping shit for $2 an hour US. Jamaica, you crazy? You know what I mean? Hotels workers wiping shit for $2 US an hour, my people. They working 10-hour shifts, so that's like one $20 US a day, and these entities is making thousands, 100,000 US, 200,000, is it wrong? And you're giving the Jamaican people, black people, $20 a day. It's crazy, man. And people have the nerve to be despised and disrespecting people on TikTok begging. I'm not gonna tell you no lie, I'd rather beg on TikTok if me they live at Jamaica and nothing not go on. Them for wipe shit for $2 hour, you know. And they on TikTok make people blood clot laugh in 1 second and them gift me up down. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. And people actually settle for that shit. Me no know why in the foot you know, cause the rascal now work so hard and the money ain't even not grow our rascal a little more. Anyway, people, I'm gonna end the life here soon. I eat some food is it. Eat some food fuck around you see. I'm gonna save this live still. Well, I look some new followers, you know this is a new channel, you see me? The channel you see on the screen, that's my main channel, you feel me? I drop videos over there every day, sometimes like 3 video a day, you know what I mean? If I don't drop no videos over there, I will do a live over there. So now to make sure to turn on the notification bell and press all, you see me? On all of my platforms, because you don't know where I pop up with the people in business. Oh, let me show you the people in business. You know, I was going to do a review with Dexter Labs Batty Business. I'm going to put it on my Mix Up and Things channel. You sit down there. Right? Dexter Labs get catch with 2 man, you know. And them a laugh and them is, Sure, no, I go on. Texted apps, where are you? What about people business where I do? So that's bear me. What is that for that, man? No, we never. See Dexter. I just subscribe to that channel because we're hungry, you know, so we don't know. Oh, see him here. See him? This is actually the second one him get catch with. Him get catch with the next one, a brown one, a light skinned man, you see me? So I gotta drop that one there. But I think so, wanna big up on yourself, you see me? Bless.